Hey everyone, my name's Emily Jackson from Great Family Adventure, and today I wanted to share with you some tips for packing and 3 of my favorite bags for taking my family on the go. As a family of 4, going on a trip can be a little intimidating for packing, but some of my favorite Cotopaxi bags really allow me to pack with ease, and there's space for everything. Not to mention, Nick and I's personal backpacks not only fit our laptops, but they have compartments and areas that we utilize for packing for ourselves. So the first bag that I'm going to walk you through is the Allpa 70. This is the biggest volume bag that they have of the Allpa series. For us, this is our check-on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack 7 days worth of clothes for myself and both of my kids into this bag, not to mention shoes and all that other stuff. So the nice thing about this one is it's a really durable material on the outside. So the type of adventuring that we tend to do, things get beat up, they get broken, but not this bag. This bag has a slightly waterproof shell, so it allows me to also throw it in the back of the truck when we're traveling, and the stuff stays quite dry, so it's quite nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and stand this baby up. It's got a nice big deep bag to it. We're gonna start with my clothes. Most important, you know, is all mom's clothes. So I've got 5 days worth of clothes right here. And I'm gonna shove that in. Mom's clothes first, next to the kids' clothes. So next we're gonna do my daughter Parker. She likes her clothes a lot, so she tends to have the biggest pile. So this is Parker's clothes, and because she's little, you want all weather. So we got her down coat, we got her swimsuits, we got just about everything right in here. So now I've got Tucker's clothes here, and so let's see. What I'm going to do is I kind of stack them all 3 ways. So look at that, slides right in. So now, can't even see the bag anymore. I've got all of our clothes in here. The only things missing is underwear and socks and Parker's bikinis. So a lot of times when I'm traveling, I find the kids dig a lot, unfolding everything. So lately what I've been doing is putting all of their underwear and little things into some of these little Cotopaxi bags that are fantastic for organizing. It was originally my bathroom bag, but it's since become the underwear bag. Don't worry, I'm not putting toothbrushes and underwear in the same bag. Next is another bathroom bag. We're gonna shove that in there because you can't check that on. We need hats. We've got 2 hats going in here. Football. And then now we've got the kids' shoes. So the kids will be wearing their shoes in the plane, but they're gonna want flip-flops when we get there. So just like that, I have packed myself and both of my kids fully for an entire week into this bag. So this is the Cotopaxi Allpa 70. It's a great bag for packing your family. This is our check-in bag. I really appreciate the fact that it has a lot of different straps on it. It allows me to carry it like a backpack as well. Part of the reason I do love using it as a backpack is because lugging bags around and the kids and getting everyone together can be challenging. So it's really nice having this bag, a bag this size that functions as a backpack. So there are some other compartments and pockets to it that we use. So sometimes what I'll do, like when we get there, or we're coming back and a bathing suit isn't quite 100% dry, I'll shove it in the side pocket so I don't have to put it in the main compartment. There's a few other cool little spots for sliding stuff into. There's this Velcro patch right here. It's a little pocket. It's good for sliding stuff into. There's another zipper for more stuff in there. And another one on this side. Check that out. There's pockets everywhere. So the other thing that's really nice about this bag is not only the side pockets that they have, all 4 sides have side pockets. But on top of it, it also has a lot of areas to clip things on. So some people like to clip different things on. It has handles on both sides. So often, you know, when I'm moving it, it's really easy because it has 2 side handles. Or I can throw it over my shoulder like a backpack. So for my check-on, I go with the Allpa 70 because I know that all of our clothes are gonna fit in here for over a week. And it also allows me to lug this baby around. It has a nice outer shell that is semi-water resistant. So it allows me to throw it in the back of the truck sometimes when we're driving to the airport, and I don't have to worry about my clothes on the inside. So that's a huge plus for me. The other one that is worth mentioning is this sleeve right here. So the whole underside, check this out, it's a magical, it has a whole underside pocket here. So if you wanted to go ahead and put, you know, your underwear, your swimsuits or anything like that and keep it separated from the main compartment, it's great for doing that too. So instead of putting my shoes, for example, into the main compartment, what I can do here is I can actually use this compartment for putting my kids' flip-flops into. Ta-da! Now I have the flip-flops in the underside. So really nice having this optional location for adding more storage, and it's not in the main bag. So as your main check-on, I highly recommend having pockets on the outside instead of one main bag if you're like us and you do a lot of adventuring, because clothes end up dirty, clothes end up wet or smelly, you know, smelly clothes. You don't want to put the smelly clothes in with the rest of your clothes. So make sure your check-on bag has areas that you can utilize to help ensure that you're not putting your wet, smelly stuff with your main gear. So this is the Allpa 70, and we're gonna get into the other two bags that we pack when we're getting ready for a trip, and that is the Allpa 28 and 35. So there are two other sizes of the Allpa series that we use when we're going out on trips. So let's go check them out. So here we have the Allpa 35. Now this bag is Nick's baby. This is his bag right here, the one he uses when we go on trips. And why is he not packed into our 70 with the rest of the kids? Because the Allpa 35 actually works as a fantastic bag for him on his own. So if he's going on a trip and it's just him, this works as his computer bag and his clothing bag. And there's a couple of really cool features that allow him to do that. One, all the pockets and the way it's organized makes it really easy for him to pack. So one of my favorite features of the Allpa series in the 28 and 35 is the butterfly. So the butterfly zipper allows the bag to open up to two sides. So this is a backpack that opens up sideways that allows us to really utilize the storage, but also organize. So instead of digging through a backpack to find the things we need, you open it up. He's got all of his clothes for the trip in this one size. So this pocket actually gets really deep. It has good stretch to it and has actually allowed him to pack all of his clothes. Because very similar, he didn't pack lighter. It's very similar in the amount of clothes that I was able to pack into the 70 with the kids. He was able to get into this very deep compartment right here. It's good stuff. Of course, I'm unpacking his bag, don't tell him. All of his clothes, we'll get that back in there. And the way the zippers work are great. It really helps compress the clothing into this pocket. So now it's all locked in there. The other thing that's nice is a lot of organizational pockets in here. So if you look, he has bags and all of his camera equipment. He keeps some of his chargers. All these bags are different storage compartments for him. In here, he's got, you know, all of his GoPro stuff for filming. He's got this many books. You wouldn't have thought it. He's got 3 books in here right now, a journal. So the fact that these pockets get really deep allow you to pack more. And so it's really nice that you can have that in a backpack style bag. So for Nick, the thing that he loves most about his Allpa 35, it's also probably one of my favorite features as well, but in the very base of the backpack, so this section opens up to a butterfly, but this bottom pocket right here is where we keep the computer. He's got a full MacBook Pro that can slide right underneath, and it's really easy to get it in and out. It's not hard. When you load this up, all the zippers and the way they zip together still work. That's one thing that's really important, because you can load the bag up and then it doesn't shut right, or it doesn't fold right, or lay right. But these bags are designed to be filled. They're designed to really utilize all of the storage and be easy to access and organize. So for us, the computer sleeve is really important because we're always flying with our computer, and we need to take it out when we go through security, because this bag right here actually fits underneath the chair in front of you. So when you're flying, it is totally your carry-on. And so when Nick goes anywhere, he's got all this stuff right with him. So the Allpa 35 is a great size for him to do all of his clothes, all of his computer stuff, all of his books, and get it all in one go. He said that sometimes what he likes to do is there's still space in here, so he does bring his shoes with him as well. So if he's solo traveling, or if he's traveling with us and we don't give him any extra space in our bags, what we'll do is he will just go ahead and pack all of his things into his own bag. And so this is the Allpa 35 size. And so this is really ideal for anyone that is, you know, wanting to get out and have it be their carry-on, but still manage to fit their clothing, their computer, their accessories, anything else that they need in one bag. So this is the second biggest size of the Allpa series, and it's perfect for anyone on the go. A couple questions that people ask about this pack is it durable? And if you feel the outside, this material is really thick, it's not flimsy. Cotopaxi in general really wants to make sure that their equipment and their bags and their clothing last. Another pocket worth mentioning is this one right up here. So if you want pencils, phones, phone chargers, anything like that, you know, Nick always keeps his GoPro ready to go. He's got his hat in here. He's got his headphones in here. He's got all sorts of pens and AirPods, just about everything that he wants to reach into quickly. And one of the reasons he does that as well is because when he's traveling, these are some of the things that he wants. So after he slid this underneath the seat in front of him, he still has easy access to this top pocket. A couple of questions that people tend to ask is there a water bottle holder? And because of the style of this backpack, there isn't necessarily one on the outside, but what I do is I have a smaller water bottle that actually fits in this upper compartment area. But another way that you can do it is once it's in butterfly position, these pockets are so deep that you can easily put your water bottle. So this is a massive water bottle, and I'm gonna slide it right in there, and watch this, it's still gonna zip with no problem. To give you an idea of the amount of stuff in here, Nick has a week's worth of clothes. So he has a week's worth of clothes, all of those electronics, all the things he needs easy access to. That's his headphones, his AirPods, his hat, chargers, phones, all of that. And then they have small pockets for anything else you might need. So a lot of times this is snacks, SD cards, and any other, you know, accessories or things that he might need for his trip. For us, about a 7-day trip is about the maximum that we usually do out of the Allpa 35. So this bag can totally be used as a carry-on. How awesome is that? Okay, well now you're gonna watch me go ahead and pack my Allpa 28. So this is a great go bag. This one does not have the polyester lining on the outside. It's a Del Dia version, so it's multi-colors and it's super bright. Cotopaxi does a lot of wonderful things about upcycling their materials. That's why you'll notice the zippers are different colors. When you purchase any of their things, a lot of times it's not identical every time because they're trying to ensure that they use up all of their material. So that's super cool. So the bags are unique. Mine is super bright. I never wonder where it's at. And my favorite feature, again, is the butterfly flip. So usually when I get ready to pack this thing, I'll go ahead and lay it out in front of me, and then I'll designate each pocket for something specific. So for me, this big pocket right here is where I put all of my books. And since I'm going on a trip, I like to bring a lot of books. So I've got 3 books in there right now. And then because it doesn't have a designated water bottle holder, you can either attach a sling or I just throw my Nalgene right in there. So once I've got all my books in, I think that's just about all of them, I'll go ahead and zip this compartment up because it is done. Now for me, traveling with the kids, I always bring an extra set of clothes for my daughter in case accidents or anything happen. Snacks, baby wipes. My journals fit really well with my computer in the computer sleeve. So there's an actual sleeve for the computer and then a bigger slot. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my computer and my journal into the computer sleeve. So lots of space. I have a MacBook Air, but you can go all the way up to a big MacBook Pro and it fits really well into that pocket. My purse, I usually want easy access to, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it in this upper compartment right here. So if you look, there's a great pocket here for all your pens into here. And then I've got my purse. I want easy access to it, so I'm putting it on top. I still have this slot right here, which is usually where I end up putting all of my chargers. So whenever we're traveling, I always make sure to have all of my chargers in my carry-on because you never know when you might get stuck at the airport. My sunglasses are gonna go back into that top slot because I'm gonna want easy access to those as well. So I still have a ton of room in this bag. Now this is just the Allpa 28, so it's one of the smaller sizes, but for me, I don't put any of my clothes in here. This is just for my carry-on, and this is just for the kids. I could probably use this bag as a weekender if I wanted to, but I just don't necessarily have to because we're already checking on the Allpa 70. But these compartments, they stretch so much and they have so much space in them that this would be a really easy weekender bag. And then the nice part about the butterflies, I flip it over and zip it right up. And I am done. And there's great handles all over this. There's handles on two sides, so it's really easy for me to slide underneath the seat in front of me and pull it back out. This is probably my favorite size for me personally because it does fit under the seat super easily. It's very comfortable to carry. That's it for the Allpa 28. So this is the smallest of the Allpa series, and yeah, it's mom's go bag. So if you look at Cotopaxi's line, you see all the brightly colored bags. That's their Del Dia lineup. And the Del Dia lineup is because they're using remnants of any other line to create the bags. So you'll notice the zippers can be different colors, you know, the straps on it, the handles on it. And when you purchase these ones, you're gonna get a different color every time. So that bag is uniquely yours. I love my bag. I love that it's bright. I love the messaging behind it. Check out the Del Dia lineup from Cotopaxi. All right, so I've actually got the 35 and 28 right in front of me, and I've done that so you can kind of see just the sheer size difference. So they consider the 35 a great week or weekender bag because you can fit everything, your shoes. This has everything Nick needs to go away for a week-long trip in here. Whereas this bag right here, this is more my go-to bag. It can be great for a weekend, but ideally it's more the stuff that I need on the plane. It's got my laptop, it's got my books. So if you are an individual that wants to carry all your stuff with you, the Allpa 35 is a great option. But if you're someone that is already planning on having a check-in bag like I do, the 28 is really great because it's great for fitting all of your stuff, but at the same time, you're not gonna fit an entire week's worth of stuff in here. So definitely recommend the 35 for when you're taking all your clothes and everything on your back, and the 28 for either a day or two trip, or if you already have a check-on. Both of these bags fit in the seat in front of you on an airplane. So Nick and I both use these as our carry-on. So this is Nick's carry-on, this is my carry-on, and then we've got one check-in for all the kids because no one wants to lug all the kids' stuff around. I'm gonna go through a couple different packing tips, just general packing tips, and kind of how we utilize the Allpa 35 for packing Nick for an entire week. Now, Nick and I have different folding techniques. He doesn't bring as much stuff as I do. So his technique is just you kind of fold it and shove it in. And he did get an entire week's worth of clothes just with standard folding. I mean, check this out. This is all in his backpack. But for me, I always like to try to fit more stuff because I have a hard time packing light. So one thing I like to do is I like to do the fold and then the roll, and I pack it down and then I shove it into a corner and do the same. So this technique for me allows me to get more clothes into a smaller space. See how we're rolling? Another way to make sure you utilize your packing space is to really lay out the outfits in front of you. Instead of just saying I need 5 pairs of pants and 5 shirts, really think about, okay, what 3 shirts can I wear with this 1 pair of jeans? Kind of have an idea on what you're gonna wear and how you're gonna wear it, and it might free up some more clothing options for you. So by mix and matching, you'll kind of know what to get into when it comes to packing your clothes. Another feature that I really appreciate with the Allpa series is that, and most of Cotopaxi's bags, is that they have the extra toggles on their zippers, because it's so frustrating when you've totally loaded up a bag and you just simply cannot get the zipper to go. But because they've added the toggles on it, it gives me something to really hold on to and pull. So super easy to zip up even once the bag's fully loaded. Thank you so much for watching our video explaining the different ways to pack the Allpa series from Cotopaxi. The 3 different sizes are really great for our family of 4 traveling almost full time, so we can go on full adventures and have all of our stuff with us. So if you like this video and our mission of helping families get outside and explore, be sure to give us a like, follow below, and definitely check out these bags because they're gonna make exploring just that much easier.